Hello, Libra. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and today I will be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, and abundance reading for the month of March 2022. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. And yes, I'm still kind of figuring out my setup here. As you can see, I'm trying to improve the quality of my videos, so I'm still learning, what's working and what's not. So let's see if we can get this better in frame here. So I apologize if things seem a little bit, kind of wonky, but I'm going to get it. For the readings this month, I will be using my tie-dye tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite tarot. And then I will close out your reading, Libra, with a Goddess Guidance Oracle card. So let's go ahead and continue on and see what else shows up for my Libras. All right, and I have just one more card. Awesome. All right, Libra. So as we move into March, it looks like things are going to feel a little bit, I want to say controlled, but almost to the point to where things feel a little bit uncomfortable. And I say that because I'm looking at the Emperor card and then the Two of Wands in the reverse. But by the time we really get into March, you're going to see that Wand situation is going to clear itself out. Now, what I mean by that is that the Emperor tells us that things are either, it's like sometimes you try to micromanage and you try to control things more than what would be considered normal, in the sense that I'm feeling like there's just so much effort and so much resistance at the same time. And it's almost like trying to force something to work. And I'm picking up that this is something financial related for a lot of you. Of course, I'm picking up that this could also be work related. So if you are trying to force yourself to do something at work, or trying to make things stick, or trying to make a bad situation good, things are really going to probably come to the surface that that's not going to be the best approach. And you're going to have to actually do something drastic, take some type of action, in the sense where you may feel regret that you didn't take action sooner. So I hope this makes sense. I'm trying not to be too specific because this is a general reading, but at the same time, I'm feeling like there's just something going on that you need to move away from, Libra. And I do see the Six of Swords here. Now, the Six of Swords talks about going away, but when it's in the reverse, that means that you are not moving. You are choosing to stay put. You're not taking a trip. You're not moving away. You're staying where you are. And that could be causing a little bit of regret or feelings like things just aren't going to go your way. But do not fret. Do not fear. Because we have the Wheel of Fortune here. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is one of the luckiest cards in the deck. And I say that because things can turn around very, very quickly. As it relates to your money and your finances, understand that things probably will shift very rapidly, and it's really going to give you a whole new perspective about what you're doing next and what you're trying to do as it relates to your money. Now, the other thing about the Wheel of Fortune card is that sometimes things happen unexpectedly. Sometimes you're in the right place at the right time and you don't even realize it. Okay, so pay attention to the things that show up, but also pay attention to the things that don't show up. Because it looks like you have a very serious situation that takes a turn for the better and also rewards you in some way with the financial benefit. Now, this could be a influx of money directly, or it could just mean that you have a credit, or it could mean that you have more than you thought you were going to get, things like that. But it does look like there's going to be a financial upturn because of this change. All right, Libra. Let's see what else shows up for you. As it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of March 2022. What else do we need to know for the sign of Libra? All right, Libra. So this High Priestess card came out and she landed sideways. So I'm going to put her in the upright position because that's what it feels like intuitively for me. But as we move into the second week of March, we have the Justice card. The Justice card in the reverse means someone's making a decision and it affects you, but you have no say or you have no input as it relates to whatever the matter or question is, whatever the situation is. You don't have any influence on the outcome here. But I want to say that it's not necessarily going to work out in your favor, but the thing is you have timing on your side. Because I have the Knight of Swords here and I have the Eight of Wands. These are two timing cards. They're cards that reflect speed, movement, being ahead of schedule, working on deadlines, things moving very, very quickly, things moving rapidly where it's almost where you're feeling overwhelmed but excited at the same time. Now, as this relates to your money, I have a feeling that things are going to change very, very quickly. Here we have a decision being made where you have no say, no input, but that doesn't mean that that decision is set in stone. Things change very, very quickly. As a matter of fact, they change so profoundly that it ends up working out in your favor. Again, this is something that's going to bring you some type of a financial benefit. We have the High Priestess here. This is the high intuition card, the card of intuitiveness, the card of positive, divine feminine energy. The other thing about the High Priestess is that she reminds us to trust ourselves. She reminds us to really take our time and really examine what it is that we're trying to do, because wherever we feel intuitively led to go, that is exactly where we are supposed to be, and that is exactly how things are meant to play out for us. Next, we have the Knight of Cups, which means you do have some type of assistance coming your way. Someone also bringing you, I'm seeing with this card, someone's bringing you something, and this something has the potential to really improve your financial situation. They could be bringing you new equipment. They could be bringing you new customers, new clients. It could also be some new information in some way, shape, or form. All right, Libra. Let's see what else shows up for you. As it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of March. (2022). Okay, Libra, so as we move into the second half of March, look out for something that is not complete, but again, it ends up working out in your favor because I'm seeing this here. I think I can pull one more card here. So we have that Five of Cups. That's a repeater card. We've got good news coming in. So we have the Five of Cups. Now, we also have the Five of Cups here that is, hesitating to leave a situation that does not serve you. But I have a feeling you are going to move away from something, Libra, especially once we hit the second half of March. You're going to be very, very clear of what you need to do. because financially you start to realize that if you want something different, if you want something more, bigger, greater, better, you're going to have to make a move. You're going to have to shift, and pivot in some way. Now, we also have this Two of Wands. That was the first card we saw here. Again, that's all about making decisions. That's why I'm really seeing here that by the time we move into the second half of March, Libra, you're really going to be making some decisions, and you're going to have a lot more clarity about what it is that you need to do. The Two of Swords, this is a procrastination card again because it's in the reverse. It means that you are no longer procrastinating. You are very clear about what's going to be your next steps. But the World card tells us that something is not finished. Something is incomplete. So when you do make this change, when you do make this choice to move, understand that it's not the end of the journey. It's not the final result of what you're trying to get. You're just kind of rearranging the process of how you bring more money to you, or how you advance in your career, or how you expand or grow your business or your investments. Next, we have the Three of Pentacles. This is you being recognized for a job well done. The other thing about that Three of Pentacles is you getting attention and you leveraging that attention to help facilitate your next steps, right? Like, you already know it's time to move on. You already know it's time to go into a different direction. But you need to move somewhere where you can kind of already use what you have in order to get what you want. So it's not about starting from scratch. It's about taking the resources and the experience and the knowledge that you have in order to create the results that you want, or in this case, in order to bring forth the money that you desire. Finally, we got the Page of Wands. That's good news coming in as it relates to your money and also as it relates to your work. So pay attention to any messages or information or phone calls or emails that you get probably around that third week of March, because it definitely looks like it's going to be some good news here, and it's going to be financially beneficial. All right, Libra. Wow. Let's see what else is showing up here. And then I got another card that fell off to the side here. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I got all the cards in frame here. I want to make sure nothing is cut off. But as we close out the month of March, Libra, we've got some things happening here in your personal life that does have the potential to impact your finances. There we go. We have the Lover's card. Now, this is a divine separation. I'm definitely not picking up a breakup or anything like that, but I am picking up that maybe you're going to be moving in a different direction than your partner, and it could cause a little bit of confusion in your relationship, but I don't see it ending the relationship at all. As a matter of fact, I think that both parties are going to be quite happy, because now you're going to be doing your thing, your partner's going to be doing his or her thing, and you guys celebrate that. You guys are happy. It's almost like a relief. It's like, oh my gosh, great. She's going to be working on her business. I'm going to be doing my thing, and we're going to be happy and supportive of each other because of it. So if your partner does want to have a discussion about work or about money, go in with a good attitude and with a positive mind, because I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised about what he or she has to say. It's not that they're not happy with you, but they actually want to support you in doing things your way, and understand that they don't have to be things don't always have to be a group effort. Next, we got the High Priestess card. Now, we also saw her here. The High Priestess card in the reverse, though, tells me that you may not be trusting your intuition. So pay attention to exactly what it is that you are feeling, and acknowledge what direction you're being pulled towards, because that's going to impact your money. We also have the Six of Pentacles. Be careful about not overspending or being too generous with your time or your resources. But then we have the Six of Wands. This is you getting some attention and getting recognition for the work that you do. Now, this is also something that can be leveraged and monetized. So pay attention to any opportunities that show up towards the end of the month. Whether you are seen online or locally, maybe in your local paper or your local news, something like that, there's definitely going to be an opportunity for you to attract a lot of attention, which again could attract new customers or new opportunities to make money. Finally, we have the Hangman. Again, this is you not being stuck. That's a great card to see in the reverse, because the Hangman means that you are not feeling stagnant. You are actually progressing and moving forward. You're getting closer to your goals, even if it may not feel like it. But when you look at your money and you understand how you're balancing your finances, you will see that you're doing the right things at the right time in the right way for you. So trust the process and don't second guess yourself. You are doing what you need to do in order to bring more money and more success into your life. All right. So Libra, you've got a really interesting month. Like I said, it looks like things could be a little bit up and down, maybe some back and forth here and there. But overall, you're going to win because you're going to have a lot more clarity about what it is you want to do and exactly how you're going to do it. All right, so let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Goddess Guidance Oracle card. And for you, Libra, we got the card, I think it's Yemanya. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, feel free to correct me down below. This is the card of golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Yes, if this doesn't reflect the reading that we just did, I don't know what does. But I hope you enjoyed this, Libra. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, please drop them down below. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.